going. All right. Lance. All right. Hello. Got the chat up. Should have that. Screen and audio good. Better get Stonkamania. Yay. All right. Let me know if the screen is up. Looks like the lawsuit. SOC. Yeah. All right. I just booked my Vegas info. What is SOC's that little name? All right. Let me see if I got the chat. Thought I had to add to stage. I guess not, huh? Clean energy projects. Wow. All right. Hello. What is the poet? AI, I'm assuming. What is the poet? No problem. I just bought TMC. Oh, wow. It's doing real good. What is the poet? AI? Poet. Photogenic. Semis. AI. Wow, right on the website. Shocker. So we did see some big bears in AI today, in big tech, which we'll go over here in a little bit. But first, let's run through a little bit of the market. Double R is up another 10%. And then we'll go into some of the flow. Oh, great job in gold. Great work. Wow, that poet is pretty big. All right, let's get rocking here. And I think I have my cheat sheet somewhere. October 16th. That was yesterday. Christian goes, it's October 6th, not 16th. You think I know the dates? Come on now. Let's find my Google document. I just typed and I don't even know where it is. Is that bad or what? And I don't even know how to work the computer, I feel like, right now. There we go. All right, so my cheat sheet. Did it not save? How do you find old documents on this Google? Well, just go on the Telegram. I don't know where it went. Untitled document, maybe. There we are. There we go. Oh, yeah. Diamond Club, Diamond member only meeting tomorrow morning. By the way, I just booked my Vegas trip for next week. So I'll be in Vegas the 17th through the 20th. If anyone over there, I'll share more details tomorrow. I finally finalized it. Christian, are we doing, or did you do 2 Friday royalty trades or not?
No, I didn't do those yet.
Oh, do you want to do some?
Sure.
Do we have is the software up and running yet or no?
Let's check it out.
Let's look. And then we'll get into sentiment.
I do know it's pretty close.
Let's take a little sentiment check. You know what I wanted to do today was the King Tesla. But I saw it was already bouncing. The data dog, we just got to be careful liquidity. Might be able to do AMD, actually. Let me look at some liquidity here in AMD and Tesla. Liquidity and implied vol, actually. Let's pull up implied vol. Probably the most important thing right now. Implied volatility. I don't know if we got this already in yet, but I can do it pretty much off that. All right, let's look at AMD. Volatility is record high because they're news. And what is the market maker move? Only $7 now? I thought it was a lot more yesterday. Wow. All right, I wonder if we can go pretty crazy in AMD. You can do the 200s. It's not that good. You do the 200, 197.5 for like 46, 45. Let's look at the other name, Tesla. Tesla hasn't had their event yet, have they? What happened to my chart? I don't think they did. Tesla sky high vol too. Wow, you get way more in Tesla. Regeneron, that's an odd bet. Regeneron. Is there an echo? It might be. I'm not sure. It's a solid bet in Regeneron. Oh, they're $4 wide. Never mind. Can't trade it. Never mind. You cannot trade Regeneron. Tesla, we could probably go down to maybe like 420. Maybe 425. Wow. Tesla, you could probably go down to 425. Look at that. I wonder in Tesla if you could sell a 425, 422.5 put spread for like 47 cents. Oh my God, you can. Could I get 50 for it? Wow, that is juicy. I like this a lot. You have a $23 implied move in Tesla. The at the money straddle. So that's pretty good, Christian. The 425, 422.5 at 47 cents. It's not bad at all. Let me try 46. That's not bad at all because volatility is so high with their if you want to post that in the chat with their event going on. I think Palantir came back completely too. Can you type it in?
That was sell the what strike?
425 by the 422.5. You get 47 cents. My God. That's like record vol. Yeah, you might be getting an echo. It might be Christian's mic. Only thing I can think of. Yeah, like Christian, we hear you like just a like an echo. Tesla put strike at 100 is, yeah, it's not directional. That would be the stock market going down 20% the next day. No, nothing in Meta. Cannot read. Screen is blurry. You have to change it to 1080. Christian, can you post that in the chat, please?
Yep, just posted if you want to check it.
All right, perfect. Yeah, and it's always going to be the weekly expiration. Never anymore. We always go short dated. That 1080 doesn't help. Really? I'm sending them all the messages, gang. So I'm sending them all the messages.
I have a good mic. It's just this platform, I guess.
Yeah, we hear like it almost sounds like you're hitting the mic nonstop. You might just have to mute yourself. Yeah. Or complain. I mean, listen, I got in trouble for complaining, but I don't know. I just sent them all messages. Do you mean Tesla will drop? No. So you want Tesla to stay above 425 by Friday. So as long as Tesla doesn't fall $23, so right in line with the market maker move, the trade will be a max winner. How's our Palantir doing from last week? The little bonus I did. That's good. Got about $8 cushion. It's pretty good. All right. Good. Good job. You can email support or post on here. But I don't know, Christian, if you can give the support line. But yeah, if you're still having issues, I thought we were going to have a tech be in here, but I guess not. I don't know why. That's what they told me. Do we have a tech in the room to help people? Yeah, again, I really don't know what is going on with all that jazz. So I just got in trouble. So, but can you message David Mound maybe? Can you message him, Christian?
Yep. You want me to get him?
Yeah,
in
I
here?
did. I did some I did some dope today too. I did some dope today too. Wow. Tilray. I did Tilray today too. Yes, it's a bull put credit spread. Exactly. Bull put credit spread. Palantir we did last week. And that expires this Friday. Fresh long signal in Palantir. Apparently that news was bogus, they said the other day. Bogus news. Fake news. All right. So let's get back into it. Let's look at sentiment today, shall we? Can you make your computer screen larger? I can't, unfortunately. Again, it's the software gang. I can't control any of that, sadly. So sentiment is now neutral. So we were in greed. Now we're neutral today. So CNN fear index neutral. Does anyone know why the market sold off today? First one wins a prize. Anyone know why the market sold off today? First one wins a prize of I don't know what. I can't give prizes either, so. Oracle, yeah, that was one reason. Oracle, one reason. RCL, no. Not at all. If RCL moved the market, that'd be crazy. Oracle, yes. Rate cuts, no rate cuts. Don't be fooled by that stuff. Yeah, no. Oracle, yeah, you can make the case for that. But why did the market show weakness? And yeah, small caps, you can say that too. Put call ratio at an all-time low, it doesn't really matter. What was the number one reason why the market sold off? Y'all told me yesterday. No. I just read jobs market news. Why? The talking heads got bullish. Did anyone see this article yesterday? Paul Tudor Jones, widely bullish prediction. A massive blowout rally. And then what did y'all tell me yesterday? Everybody was bullish. Exactly. Everybody was bullish, right? Y'all told me yesterday that all the talking heads, and if publisher Nate's in here, y'all said him and Graham were bullish. And I said, well, If they're bullish, what's probably going to happen? And it wasn't just them, to be fair. It was other people too. Y'all started saying other people got bullish. So let's look at our yesterday notes, shall we? They were saying people, and then I was watching the media last night and this morning on the YouTube, and everyone was bullish. So I said to myself, oh no, if everyone's bullish, what's the max pain? Lower. And we saw 2 trades worth over 30 million confirming that today. So again, before the market sold off, I had some notes where it's hard to be long, hard to be short. Yep, John does the opposite of the talking heads. Good. It's really good to listen to, though, because you get a good perspective of what not to do. And I do think we see equity sell off. So you know how some people will go do a million charts of this? Have you guys ever watched anyone do this? I'll do an example of it right here. Let me know in the chat if you've seen someone. They get a chart, and this is what they do. Ready? EMA, RSI, MACD, right? And eventually, price goes to one of these levels, right? Eventually, it's going to work because price is going to go to one of these levels, right? So instead of trying to do all that and trying to predict the markets, which is hard. I mean, no one's going to predict the markets, right? You have PhD minds, way smarter algorithms who will do it a million times faster and highly more predictable. What I do is just follow the flow. That's it. Pretty simple. And today we started seeing lots of bearish flow today. Now, you could say, Lance, oh yeah, don't forget the Bollinger Band. Sorry. Hold on. Don't forget this. All right, I'm ready. Ready to trade. I'm good. Ready to go. So all this is just clutter. Think of it, you go to Cheesecake Factory, and the menu's big, and there's a million options, and eventually you just want some grilled chicken and vegetables, right? None of this is you're gonna be like, what? What do I do? You tell me to buy, market goes down, buy down, right? All this is reactive. So the only thing you really need in trading is volume to confirm the trend. So that's why I created my master indicator, right? Volume to confirm a breakout in the trend. And then I like multi-time frame analysis. And then a 4 and 8 EMA, which is the wave, because they're very fast and they take into consideration volatility. Now, 2 stocks I want to go over today that are non-market dependent. So volume to confirm the trend. Master indicator is real good at that. So 2 stocks I want to go over today. Yeah, no one orders grilled chicken. I know, Cheesecake Factory. Maybe some Micron puts. Probably hedging. 2 orders I'm going to go over today that are suspect. Okay? So the first one is a name from yesterday. So let's go back to yesterday. And if I could give away prizes, I would, but I can't, sadly. So you're going to win a prize. It's just going to be a make-believe prize of nothing. Just being serious. All right. What name out of these longs or shorts stuck out today? Which name stuck out today? If you have the news flow scanner, you saw a second day or a day 2. We'll call it the repeat buyer. And the name is not dependent on the market. All right. So I'll give you all a little bit of a little clue. Microsoft is dependent on the market, right? So let's eliminate that one. Amazon is dependent on the market. Tesla, kind of. Oracle's dependent on the market, right? That leaves us with these three. Plug already ran yesterday, so we'll cross that out. HMY is gold. And then these two names are kind of cuckoo, high flyers, stuff like that. So what name? AMD? No, AMD is dependent on the market. Microsoft? Yeah, Starbucks. Okay, for a short. Let's remove shorts, though. Sorry. Let's remove shorts. Irene? You're right, but it's not on the list. Let's see. Let me scroll in the chat and look. Not AMD. And not AMD is not on the list, is it? No. Let's see if someone got it right. Garrett. So far, it looks like Garrett got it right. What's probably the oddest unique stock you've never heard of here? CART, NE, and CTRA, right? So let's look at CTRA so you can see exactly what I mean. Yes, there we go. There we go. All right, CTRA. Wow, look at all the stuff I have on the chart. So let's look at the stock CTRA. Didn't we talk about it yesterday? Am I going cuckoo? The 16,000 contracts yesterday? Am I? No, we talked about it. Remember yesterday in CTRA, they bought 16,000. Here, let me just make this bigger because I got bad eyes too. Here. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So let's first look at, and again, at the end of the day, gang, do you really need any of this stuff on the chart? No, but it's good to have, right? It's really, I like it personally because it's a volume study. Volume is very basic. Volume confirms the trend. So basic supply and demand. But of course, you know, you don't really need anything if you don't want. But the stock is not at a 52-week high. It's not some crack addict, you know, oh, I'm AI. I went to blockchain to AI to, you know, GLP-1. Now I'm going back to blockchain, whatever's cool. It's energy. Energy is really not that dependent on the U.S. stock market, or at least I shouldn't say that. An energy stock is a honey badger. If Google and Microsoft and Apple and Nvidia go down 10%, could energy be up? Yeah. Right? It could be up. It could rally. So it's kind of independent, right? It's the wolf at Yellowstone that everyone wants to see. I guess. Well, maybe if you're not hiking, but you know that they're looking at. And yesterday, it might not seem like a lot because I know we all want to get the next, you know, hot AI stock, but try to eliminate that FOMO because I get it. I mean, I have FOMO. Yeah, I sold some INQ the other day and it kept going up, but they bought 16,000 yesterday. See October 6th here? Let me make it big. So if you have bad eyes like me. Okay. They bought 16,000 of the November 14th 25 calls. So 16,000. How much did they pay? Was it 60 cents? They actually peppered in these, meaning they kept buying more. So 16,000. I think it was 60 cents at the time. So that was 960,000. If someone's watching on YouTube or go on YouTube, you can probably find the exact details. So let's just round up to 1 million because we like easy math over here. You know, we went to public schools. And then today, they came back for more Same time too, just about 30 minutes later today, October 7th, and they bought more. The November 24 calls, the monthlies. So these were a little bit more pricier, a little bit more money on them. And I believe they're up to like 5,000 of these today. So let's do the math. 5,000 times, I think they paid 120 to 125. We'll do the high end. That's 625,000. So let's just round easy math. About 1.6 million in an odd energy stock. Now you might be saying, Lance, what do they do? I don't know. I don't. What kind of energy? Nor do I really care. I just know it's energy. But what we can look is the short float. It's got a 4% short float. Meaning, is it super high like GameStop? No. But it does mean people bet against the company. And why is that? Well, probably because the chart's not good, right? So if we're looking for the catch-up trade to year end, that's not really dependent on the market, and it hasn't ran up a boatload yet, but everything has. I like this, and you can see I got some profit targets out near some resistance, and that leads me. Well, I didn't get filled here, so cancel that. But that leads me to kind of the a pattern that I like. That let's see if we can showcase it on a blank chart. Again, I'm trying to do as basic stuff. So if you're, from square one to, advance, we have some basic levels here that too we can look at. So we have some resistance at 24.22. Because remember, when we take out prior resistance, volume should increase. So you see how volume increased yesterday? Here, I'll add it as a study. Let's not overlap volume. There we go. Again, so anyone can do this, no matter what broker, whatever you use. You see how yesterday volume increased as the stock rallied? Now today, obviously, we're not at 4 o'clock yet, but decent volume, nothing crazy. So volume will confirm the trend. So on a big sell-off, you have volume. Negative news, more people sell it, lots of supply. Stock goes up on demand, more buyers. So if the stock starts flirting with up here, so that's 20, let's just say 2470, the stock can break out. So we take out this range up here, the stock can break out. Maybe up here, where we have lots of, if you look at a volume profile, where we have lots of prior volume. Basically, stocks tend to gravitate to where they have traded in the past. So that would be, let's just say, 25-ish. So pretty good. And the calls are cheap. So you're not paying an arm and a leg. Now, what I mean the calls are cheap is the stock doesn't move much a day. Might move maybe, let's look. It moves about 50 cents a day. Nothing crazy, right? And ATR is from high to low. So for today, it already moved from 23.40 to 24.18. So it already actually crossed that ATR. So that was a pretty cool one, I thought, today. It was different than all the AI kind of stuff you've normally been seeing. You know what I mean? AEP is an energy stock ripping too. Yeah, some of these energy stocks have been taking off for sure. And you know what was another one yesterday that is kind of under the radar that's starting to move? That is not a popular stock. Good old CART. Stock's up almost 2% today. So this was another one that kind of stuck out. We saw March calls, and then yesterday we saw November calls. So just a little different of a I guess a different viewpoint of stocks that aren't too market dependent. I know everyone wants to get into NVIDIA and stuff like that. We actually took profits in NVIDIA today just because I did not like the overall market, which turned out to be really good because we had a pretty nasty rollover in it. Because obviously NVIDIA is like AI 101, right? Be considered the AI stock of stocks. But I just don't want anything too dependent on the overall market. Meaning, I want stocks that can beat to their own drum. EOS is another one. Yeah, I mean, you want to talk about crazy. This is a crazy one. And this stock EOS, kind of another unknown stock, but not too unknown for, from the news flow scanner, because we started seeing in September, and these are not, and Costas mentioned this, and these are not, your typical like weekly options or options that expire in a week or two. They started buying this one in September 19th to late September. So let's just say, and here, so let's just say $10. Now it's a $14 stock, so it's 40%. And they continue to buy 20 calls, 22 calls, 18 calls. And you may be saying, Lance, this is crazy. $18, the stock's at $14. But the stock was $7 just last month. Right? And you might say, Lance, it's overextended. Sure. I mean, I'm not going to disagree. But was it overextended here? 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 Sure, it was. Right? So you're not wrong, but we were overextended all here too. So you do have some names that are just, I think a lot of people are waiting for pullbacks. I'll wait for a pullback in here. I just don't know if that happens. Or maybe it happens, but doomsday will have to hit for it to happen. Like you're going to have 1 or 2 4% down moves in the overall market. And then probably what's going to happen is this. They shoot right back up. Like it would have to be almost like a flash crash type ordeal. Something really, really out of the ordinary. You know what I mean? Someone mentioned me Tesla, the 154 million in calls. I got this message. No, I mean, we saw some Tesla calls the other day. That's why we bought TSLL. But I don't think the open interest, no. What was the big Tesla buyer the other day? It was the 500 calls in December. Yeah. I mean, it's good, but it's nothing insane. When did they say this expired? This is the problem with people who try to copy my news flow scanner. It just shows you open interest. Like or that net gamma exposure. That doesn't mean anything. But a lot of people try to copy my news flow scanner. But it's all reactive. All reactive. We are proactive. Proactive, not reactive. Yeah, so I'm going to share actually the few $1 million we saw today. We don't want to post it in the chat, Costas. They gotta stick around today because we did see over 30 million. And two of the biggest companies in the world today. That really sparked my, I guess you can say my, it's a good word, my slightly bearish point of view, I would say. My, oh crap, Lance is getting a little terrified of the market point of view. Maybe we'll say that. Maybe that would be a better point of view. But yeah, I was a little, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little, oh, you know what? Let me still have the news flow scanner up for y'all. I was a little taken back today, this morning, and it got confirmed. It basically got confirmed later in the day by, I was a little cautious because of the media and talking heads. And then I got pretty certain when I saw the 30 million in puts, right? I got a little, all right, this is a little too, oh, wow. Look at Starbucks. The Starbucks bear we talked about yesterday is here. Let me grab the screen. Grab what I do with it. The Starbucks bear we talked about yesterday just showed up in size. Wow. Hold on one second, gang. The Starbucks bear just put 430,000 down. This is the, wow. Remember we flagged this yesterday in Platform X? The October 31, 78 puts. I'm going to try to buy these here. Maybe at 205. 204 instantly filled. The Starbucks bear from yesterday. Remember we started having short signals on Starbucks? And look at the Starbucks. That's a pretty big bet in Starbucks. The Starbucks bear is back. If you want to post that in the chat, Christian. Here, there's a little free trade before we got rocking and rolling. No, the news flow scanner is the biggest option orders in real time. It's a strictly the biggest option orders hitting in real time. So for example, we go to Starbucks, we can see this trade. So this trade just happened. The trader bought 2,200 of the Starbucks 78 puts. See it right here? Okay. For a total of $430,000. And what happened to the stock? Right? Selling off. So the Starbucks bear, because we had a bearish breakout in Platform X yesterday, as you can see. So Platform X is a complete trading system, but you still have to know, hey, what option do I buy? Or what can confirm the option to buy? Well, instead of guessing, we just follow the biggest traders in the world in real time. And that was that order, 430,000 bucks. It's a big bet, right? That's not chump change. That's a big bet. That someone is thinking Starbucks moves below $76 by October 31st. And oh, what do we have? What do we have October 27th? We have earnings. So that trader thinks Starbucks into earnings and post earnings is going to go down. And what happened last quarter in Starbucks? Stock went lower. Makes sense, right? So that would justify a trade. So what the news flow scanner will do is it will tell you in real time what massive option orders Wall Street, institutions, whales, insiders, heck, even politicians we see are trading in the options in real time. So that's all we want to do is copy them, right? We want to eliminate emotion, eliminate our bias, and follow the biggest trades in the world. That's it. So instead of overthinking trading and trying to do all these different kind of systems and moving averages and RSIs, We just use the news flow scanner to see these trades in real time. That's it. That's it, gang. Nothing more, nothing less. Again, eliminating opinions and eliminating emotion. Oh, whoops. I don't want to use this here. And follow the biggest trades in the world. So what I'm going to do is have the news flow scanner up. Okay, because it does happen in real time. And I'm going to share two $30 million trades with y'all. Or two $16 and $17 million trades for over $30 million today with y'all towards the end. So stick around and we'll go into full details. I got the chat up. So if you see anything big too, let me know. Because I want to be here for it. And y'all know we went from greed to neutral. And we spot the big moves before they happen. We had a 500% winner in sweet green, a 400% winner in Kava. And the burrito was another, what was it? Chipotle, about 360%. And then PDD the other week, about 833%. All from the news flow scanner. So we love it. And please note, there's always a high degree of risk involved in the markets. And we've seen massive success in the past. We can't guarantee future results. There's always a high degree of risk. See the Trading Pub homepage. And please note, as a disclaimer, there will be wins, losses, break-evens, but there will be losing trades. Nothing prints out winning trades. The purpose of my scanners help give you an edge in the markets. If you can't handle it losing, then please don't trade with money you can afford to lose. You can always use a demo account, a paper account, stuff like that if you're not comfortable, which is what I definitely recommend if you're starting off or just, learning the education.
Hey everyone, I'm Christian. Welcome to today's special scanner class. I'm here with one of America's most talented options traders, a man who's shown real people how to capture real returns of 178%, 332%, even a rare 2,800% overnight. Now, I know that sounds a little insane, especially considering the ups and downs of the market in recent times. But this former Wall Street trader is defining what's possible when it comes to trading. As you'll see, his methods have nothing to do with traditional market tactics. Instead, it's a unique piece of software he's been using for the better part of a decade. Already this year, it's uncovered dozens of the market's best overnight returns. That includes 183% from FedEx, 276% return from CVS, and 350% return on FLG. Now, obviously, those are really incredible returns. But just the last few weeks, it's helped him close 400% winners. Now, the man behind the software is the one and only Lance Bolito. He's arguably one of the best option traders on the planet. A big title. And yet, he credits his success to this piece of software right here. Calls it the News Flow Scanner, or NFS for short. That's because it's given him and his traders a chance to profit from some of the market's most explosive news events. Events like earnings beats, earnings misses, upgrades, even downgrades, buyouts, investor conferences, basically anything else that comes to mind. That's why I've asked him to be here today. He's going to show us how the scanner works and how we can apply it to our own trading. It's already revolutionized how countless traders approach the market, and I think it can do the same for you. And that's not an exaggeration. Here's what a few of his top traders have said. Like Deb, who just won 10 in a row. Or Dave, who saw 161% return overnight. Or Sandra, who had a 98% success rate. There you go, Sandra. And Greg, who made $12,000 in just one day. And Brett, he bagged a 900% gain overnight. Now, today I've convinced Lance to do something special for everyone who showed up today. He's agreed to share 2 tickers that have hit the scanner today with a combined $34 million in premium for free.
Ooh.
So make sure you stick around until the end. But before I get too far ahead of myself, let me turn it over to the man of the hour.
All right, perfect. Let's get to it. And yes, we call it the news flow scanner for the news. And what's the news? Earnings, October 27th in Starbucks. So let's get rocking. We want to put the pieces to the puzzle